Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Gothic from Mariet Lustenhouwer. I've been looking at this one for a while. It is rather neat. Okay, starts off with a dot grid, and yeah. So I'm going to use an 08. I was like, and it kind of blends in, and even if it doesn't, it's okay. So I'm using an 08 because what I have found is it's a lot nicer to just push your pen in. Let's see if I can get 4 somewhat evenly. Oh, look at that. Somewhat evenly across. Let's see if I can get them somewhat evenly down. All right, sort of. And then fill in. All right. And you know what? Even if it's not even, it's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all good. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now I will move to my 01. And, and I don't know. I guess it's up to you which direction you want these to go. Yeah. So I ended up turning my paper on the side because I want to use the natural curve of my hand. Well, and you'll see that it really doesn't matter. Okay, so picking a place to start. I'm going to start down here. I don't know why, on the lower right dot. And curve lines diagonal. So starting here, and I'm curving up like that. And each one, like so. Now, I didn't change it up. I added an order to this because I felt like it. No. Instead of having, well, let me just show you. So we're going to leave this gap here, right? Skip a dot, do the same thing. This is part of why I wanted to do it, because it's nice to just have, okay, I'm getting in this rhythm of doing this. So as long as you skip a dot so that way you have this blank here, you're good. Then I'm going to turn it. Same thing, curve lines, but we're going to come from here and go down. Okay? So we're connecting them. Like that. Or actually, Mariet has it like this in hers. Okay? And like I said, it doesn't matter which direction I don't think, you go. It's just we want these curve lines. So instead of seeing this, or I should say this, as one step, I just wanted to divide it out a little bit. And that way we're doing the same stroke in the same direction. And then turn, same thing, again. And so if you have this in a bigger grid, obviously then, you would skip it out. You're going to end up with this shape, but maybe in a bigger grid. Okay, next step though, I did keep it all in one because it's like you get the idea. Now we're going to go opposite, kind of making a cross through here. So I'm going to start up here, so that way, because we've got this empty one here, and that way we make kind of a cross. And so still, same thing, working my way up. And I do like to share all of this because we all work differently. And if it works better for you to do, do this across this way, then do it. It's all right. And then that's what I'm going to do. I'm just, I'll switch. Well, okay, I'll switch directions just because I've already moved my tile. No, I'm just kidding. But like I said, it's completely up to you. Actually, doing it the second time, it might be easier to do it, going this way, even if you're switching directions, because you could get a little eyeball confused. And I did when I was playing with it and doing my step out, because I did it, the one direction and then switch. And I was like, wait a minute now, where am I going again? So that might work. Now, see, my eyeballs like to see it in this direction. But like I said, Mariet has it in this direction. Up to you. All right. So this is basically it. And if you take a look at the For More Inspiration link, you will see Mariet's her step out, and the variations, or how you could decorate it. It's not really variation. How you could decorate it. You could fill it in. You could, and actually this is what I'm going to do because I like the way this looks. Oh, you know what? I have two things. You can see this, I see this bigger, kind of fan shape, but, and I think that there's a tangle that has that. I'm going to have to go back and look because I was thinking that I had already done this one, but I hadn't. So I'm just going to, I'm using this shape, and I'm just going to put lines coming from the center and going out to either side. Kind of divide, putting two in the other side. It depends on how big you do it and how full you want them. And we'll just go down. But I keep seeing the bigger meta pattern in there, and it's just neat. And I'm thinking too, could just shade it, and then you have all of these, divisions that you still could do something with. I don't know, fun to play with it. That makes for lots of options. All right, now, just because I'm over here, so I might as well do it. So on the side, same thing. You can just, when you have like a partial like that, because we're drawing the line up on these, and then it's just, drawing the lines over, or like I said, however you have decided to play with it. And like I said, I think it's neat and not too hard. I think the hardest part, at least the hardest part for me, is getting the dot grid set up, but we made it. All right, get these last bits. And while I'm doing that, I'm thinking, how do I want to shade it? I don't think I shaded it on mine. It kind of automatically shades where these points gather, where the lines, collect down at the base. I'm really thinking it might be neat. I don't know. Do I dare? You know what? Why not? Well, Well, let's just do. Because here's what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm just going to do it. Except it does overlap. But maybe that doesn't matter. That's what I'm thinking. We'll just see, won't we? And I did here. Let's spread it out with some graphite. It's got some interesting other colors in it. Maybe. Oh no. Oh, maybe. I see something else. Okay, because I'm doing it to the inside. I like it. All right, and I lost track of. It's like, no, I'm going on the underside of this bigger curve that I see, and then they're going to overlap. That's the other thing. So, like, they're. Part of me was thinking, well, you know what? I could just continue that down. Why don't I do that? Right here. And could probably just go a little darker if I want to bring it out a little more. And then on the sides too. If you were saying, what about those sides? Yeah. We don't want to leave them out. I like it. Okay. So this partial. So I think it's kind of fun to emphasize those meta shapes, meta patterns, excuse me, I say meta shapes. It's probably okay to say both. because it's a shape. Let's see. More than one shape should equal a pattern, right? I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point. Oh, I like it. Actually, it's different than I was thinking, but I like it. It just gives it some dimension. Or let's put it this way. That's interesting too. Super neat. All right. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, would love it if you click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, go ahead and subscribe as well. Would love to have you join our subscribers. I'm thinking about something else as I'm talking, so I'm looking for something. It's apparently not here, but that's okay. All right. In the description section, you will find links to the step outs. I guess I always do my own version, and then link to the creator of the Tangle. So you'll find that, and then below that is my link tree. So ways to connect with me if you wish. I have a link to my website where you can follow my blog and see the types of classes that I offer. If you follow me on Facebook, because I have a link to my page, that's the little icon. You'll see where I post classes, and where you can register and things like that, and lots of other things too. Also, if you want to have some fun with a bunch of other Tangle addicts, take a look at our group. So there's a link there for our Tangle Addicts community group. There are 4 questions that you have to answer in order to gain entry. I found what I was looking for. There's a little white charcoal. Look at that. But yeah, and everything else is self-explanatory on there. There's some other ways to follow for classes if you're interested. And just so you know, a lot of my classes are free. Tangle, I don't put that they're free. I just don't put a price. So that should mean that they're free. But I thought about it. I'm like, well, maybe I should write free. But if there's no price, that means it's free. Tangle time on Thursdays, 2 times. And I do the same content both times. It's a lot of fun. And then on the 3rd Tuesday of the month, there's a free one called Tough Tangle Tuesday. All the other ones are on Tuesday, and they either have a fee, or I have one that is reserved, that's the first Tuesday of the month, for club members. And so you can investigate the membership, the club. It's like a subscription. And yeah, and like I said, we have a lot of fun. We create a lot of neat things. And so with that, thank you so much for watching. And I wish you happy tangling.